This is kind of a correction to my last video. I made it with the thought process that Texas could legally become its own country if we wanted to. But come to find out that I once again am being misled by my Christian conservative high school. I was taught there that we could become our own country legally, and once again proving why my high school diploma is absolutely nothing but a pile of shit. Texas cannot legally become its own country, but where these people that think that we can become our own country, where they're getting it from is the first part of the Texas Constitution. And it goes a little something like this. This is Section 1. Texas is a free and independent state, subject only to the Constitution of the United States. I will link the rest of it on the side so that way you can put it all into context. But this part right here, subject only to the Constitution of the United States. People that believe we can become our own country again, read that and say that that somehow means we can become our own country because we're not subject to the president or Congress or Senate or anything but the Constitution. But there's so many things with that way of thinking because the Constitution says we are subject to the president, the Congress, and a whole other list of things. So there's nothing wrong. There's no loophole here. I've kind of tried to read all of it, but it's pretty long, and I have things that I'd much rather read. Except, of course, we're Texas, and we have to have this little fun. All free men, when they form a social compact, have equal rights, and no man or set of men is entitled to exclusive, separate, public annulments or privileges, but in consideration of public services. So pretty much the first half of Section 3 is saying we all have equal rights. And then the second half of Section 3 is saying we don't all have equal rights. So what could be this this little part here, but in consideration of public service? Well, you can probably guess, but here it is anyways. No religious test shall ever be required as qualification to any office or public service in this state, nor shall any one be excluded from holding office on account of his religious sentiments, provided he acknowledge the existence of a supreme being. So once again, we play this little fun game. No religious test shall ever be required as qualification of any office, provided you believe in a God. You gotta believe in a God. So I mean, section 3, section 3 and section 4 both contradict each other in the same, just like a few lines down. These things contradict each other. We all have equal rights, but in consideration of public service. No religious test shall ever be required for qualification to any office, provided he acknowledge the existence of a supreme being.